Hey everybody, this is Stephen Lowisz with the Rise or Die podcast, episode 58, The Simple Life. Life doesn't have to be complicated. It actually, when done right, is quite simple. It's not easy. It's very hard. Requires you to do a whole lot of work. DTFW, do the fucking work. But, although it's hard, it doesn't have to be complicated. This is a concept that I got out of Wake Up Warrior, and now I've taken it into Invictus, as you guys all know. Here's what I want to talk about. The simple life comes down to committing or not. One of the other things I picked up from Wake Up Warrior, Garrett J. White, the founder of it, is when you live in the land of maybe, when you live in the land of excuses or reasons, life gets really complicated. And in fact, if you take out the word maybe from your vocabulary, if you take out the word or if you take out reasons from conversation, so did X, Y, Z happen or did it not? Yes or no, simple as that. Are you going to do X, Y, or Z? Yes or no? Okay, great. You said yes. Did it happen or did it not? When we simplify life and everything is black and white, everything gets easier. Everything gets easier. Are you improving in your life? Is specific to body? Yes or no? Okay. See, most people, and all right, so I was talking to a guy that I'm doing some coaching for yesterday and today. And he's interested in going into the program, the Invictus program, but he has a whole lot of reasons and excuses for not. So like he will even tell me, okay, everything you're saying makes sense. Like I'm sold, but X, Y, Z, and A, B, and C as well. And okay, so I've dealt with those. Now I have, LMNOP reasons. And it all comes down to the stories and the reasons and the bullshit in our lives. We're either committed or we're not. There's no gray area. This guy is kind of committed to his wife, but he won't actually do anything to fix it. Like he's not ready to give it up. To his wife, the marriage is over. To him, he's not ready to give it up, but at the same time, he's not willing to do anything to invest in it. What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. Are you committed to losing weight? Okay, yes, you are. Put down the damn ho-hos and the Twinkies and actually show it. Well, I'm going to start tomorrow. No, you fucking ain't. You got to start today. There's no reasons. There's no excuses. There's no delay. Life is simple when you live in the land of yes or no. And sometimes saying yes or no doesn't actually make a whole lot of sense. Some of the best decisions I've ever made were not made in logic. And anyone who knows me knows I'm a very logical and practical person. If it doesn't make sense, I don't want anything to do with it. But some of those few and far between decisions that I made have been the best. I felt a calling to say yes to something or a calling to say no to something. And guess what? It actually worked out in the long run. When you overthink things. So we don't have a lack of information. We don't have a lack of information at all. We have a lack of commitment. We have a lack of willing to say yes or no. You don't need more information to make 99% of the decisions that you make. Are you going to buy this house, yes or no? Does it feel right? And I'm not talking about, will it bring short-term, gratification? I'm saying, do you feel in your gut that it's the right decision? Do you feel in your gut that it's the right decision to pay $10,000 for 90 days worth of coaching that could change your life, your marriage, and everything about it? Yes or no? That's all it comes down to. Yes or no? That's not something that people are comfortable with. They're actually more comfortable stressing over what's the right decision. Well, you actually get to pick. No one gets to decide what's right or wrong for you but you. No one. No one gets to decide if you should pay a coach or not. No one gets to decide what the best course of action is for you and your wife. No one gets to decide what you should be doing financially. Everyone's situation, everyone's goals are different. But it comes down to simplifying life into yes or no. That is it. There are no other options. Yes, you're committed. No, you're not. If you're committed, you'll do anything to accomplish what you've set forth. If not, great. Move on. Stop bitching about it and go. So I've been going back and forth with this guy for the last 48 hours. And at this point, I'm done. At this point, I'm done. Because those that live in the land of bullshit, the bullshit rubs off onto one another. Their reasons, their excuses, their quote-unquote logic is what puts doubt in others. There doesn't need to be any doubt. Even if you make the wrong decision on anything, do it wholeheartedly, do it fast, and then course correct. You don't second guess yourself. You don't think twice. You just do. Where across body, being, balance, and business do you need to commit? Where do you need to simplify life by just saying yes or no? I'm in or I'm out. This serves me. This doesn't serve me. Yes or no. I'm willing to do anything that it takes, or no, I'm not. That's how we simplify life. Where across body, being, balance, and business do you need to do this? For me, let's throw myself under the bus for a second. For me, and I talked about this the other day, it would be balance. I need to commit to coming up with better date nights, or I need to scrap date nights. And guess what? Scrapping date nights isn't an option. So I need to commit wholeheartedly to coming up with better date nights that promote connection and intimacy with my wife. So that's where it is for me. Where is it for you? That's all I have for you today for episode 58, The Simple Life. As always, share this podcast with someone that you want more for out of their life, someone that needs a little kick in the ass every day, just like you get from me. In addition, subscribe for some of our exclusive content at riseordiepodcast.com.